What's up, guys? So I'm going to try to make this one quick. This video is going to be about goal setting, how to set good goals going into the new year, how to set goals that are action oriented and not just result oriented. I always struggled with setting and achieving goals. I would set random goals throughout the year, set goals for a month, 6 months, 1 year, and I would pretty much never achieve them. And it would stress me out, it would drive me crazy, and I regret the way that I set those goals. And they were all result focused. They weren't action focused. And in 2025, I decided to set up my goal list differently. And I decided to make my goals action oriented. For example, I want to grow my YouTube. I want to grow my TikTok and my Instagram. So my goal wasn't get 1,000 YouTube subscribers. My goal was post 50 YouTube videos and post 200 YouTube shorts. In 2025, I ended up posting 103 YouTube videos and 384 YouTube shorts, and it might have been more than that. I'm not sure. I might have posted more YouTube shorts. I kind of stopped counting after I got over 300. So I would post 3 times a day, but sometimes just add one onto the total number, just because I knew I already hit the goal. I wrote that I wanted to post 100 Instagram reels. I posted 130. So my goals weren't get this amount of followers, get this amount of likes, get this amount of views. My goals were simply taking action in the area that I wanted to grow. I had to post content in order to grow those accounts. So that's what my goals were. My goals were all numbers of times that I needed to post in order to see growth. And I did see growth, albeit not that much, but still better than nothing. So in 2025, I set 8 goals. I hit 5 of them. And the 3 that I didn't hit, one was a financial goal. I wanted to have a certain amount of money. I didn't hit it. It was ambitious. I knew it was going to be hard, but I didn't hit it. And part of the reason why is because I started following my passions, which right now don't involve me making money, but I'm glad that I followed my passions because it made me much happier chasing my passions and my purpose as opposed to chasing money. The second goal I didn't hit was to read 25 books. I only read 4. This year, my goal is to read 10. So hopefully we can do that. Then the last one that I didn't hit is to meditate for 7,000 minutes. I ended up meditating for 1,500 minutes. Still not too bad, but I didn't hit the goal that I wanted. Those were more result focused. They weren't action oriented, but that's besides the point. So how can you set goals that are going to get you where you want to be? Find out what it is that you want, find out where you want to be, and set a goal that is based on the action that you need to take to get there. For example, if you want to run a marathon at a certain pace, don't write that you want to run a marathon in under 3 hours and 45 minutes. Write how many miles you're going to have to run that marathon at that pace. And I'm going to say it again, if you want to grow a social media account, don't write, I want to grow by 10,000 followers. Write, I want to post this many reels. I want to post this many picture posts. I want to post this many videos. Write out what you have to do in order to see that growth. I mean, this kind of seems too simple and I want to say more, but it really is simple. It's not easy, but it is simple. It is hard, but it is a simple process. This makes it so much easier. We're not just focused on the big result. We're focused on the action that we need to take in order to get to that result. And that takes some thinking. You need to find out what it is that you want. You need to find out what you have to do to get there. And then in that process, you figure out the actions that you need to take in order to get to where you want to go. And that is what you have to set your goals on. Your goals have to be the action that you need to take to become the person that you want to be, to get to where you want to be, and to ultimately achieve what it is that you want to achieve. Don't just make your goals the achievement, make your goals the journey to achieving your goals. Make your goals the journey of achieving the life that you want. Make your goals the journey of achieving what it is that you desire. And this also makes it a lot easier to take action because you know what you need to do. It's sort of like a to-do list, but it's not a daily to-do list. It is, I need to do this over the course of the next 365 days in order to get closer to where I want to go, or in order to be where I want to be. And honestly, that's really all that I have to say. It's just set goals based on the action, not the outcome. This completely changed my life, to be honest. I feel like there's a lot of things I started doing this year that completely changed my life, but this is definitely one of them. Just taking action and getting to where I wanted to be has changed my life. And I'm not there yet, and I don't know if I ever will be there. I think that the journey lasts forever. But my goals were about taking action, and taking action is exactly what I did. So focus on the actions that you need to take, and do not focus on the outcome. Because quite frankly, you cannot even predict the outcome. You cannot predict it at all. It might surprise you. You might get to where you want to be in a few months. It might take a few years. It might take your entire life. Focus on the actions that you need to take to get to where you want to go. Writing goals based on action is going to not only help you take action, but in my experience, it's going to make you feel more purpose, more passion, and ultimately more fulfillment. So that's just my advice on setting goals in the coming year. Focus on the actions, not the outcome, and go do the work that you have to do. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you win 2026.